The end of the day homeroom session is over. My chattering classmates all get up from their seats. I usually just linger until the chaos is passed over, but today I stand up with everyone else. I quickly walk out of the classroom. I head for the tea ceremony room. A lot has happened between Senpai and me, but it really turned out well. Yeah, I'm glad to be able to help her, and I can be more assured than I was fighting by myself. But more than that, I'm excited just to have the chance to be with Senpai once more. Yeah? I breathe hard. Okay, man, we get it, you're excited. I dash towards the ceremony room. There isn't anyone here. It seems like she hasn't come here yet. I think I got too excited. Yeah? Sitting down on the tatami mat, I catch my breath. My heated body doesn't cool off that easily. I painfully gasp for air. My body is drenched in sweat and I feel terrible. My gasping fills the air. Okay? There's something weird. I've been resting for a while, but my breathing is getting worse. In the first place, why is my body tired after only running this little distance? Cat! Suddenly, pain fills my chest. My body falls to the crash. My entire body is convulsing. It hurts. My chest is burning. My mind is drifting away. My fingers claw at the tatami mats in pain. I pull and rip at the bats, but it doesn't stop the pain. Pain, pain, pain. Such pain is frightening. I can't bear it. If it lasts another second, then it would be better just to die. Wait, what? Eh? I lift my head off the floor. Before that... What? Before that, my pain disappears. I don't feel pain anywhere. I don't even feel heavy. I don't even feel alive. I try to say something, but my throat doesn't move. There's nothing. No sensation, no pain, no sensation, not even freedom. I don't know what's going on, so I try to get up. My body doesn't even twitch. It's not that I'm tied down, nor is it that my entire body is numb. If I have to give I have to give a metaphor. It's like my body's already dead, but my mind is mistakenly still lingering in my body. Of my 5 senses, only my sight is still alive. The room is dark. It's already night outside. I can't move my face, so I move my eyes. Something. I hear something nearby, but I can't really hear anything. It seems something's wrong with my ears since I can't even hear my own breathing. I feel like I can dimly hear a pained voice calling my name. Oh? Oh, I thought you completely disappeared. But you're awfully persistent, Shiki. I can hear a voice I shouldn't be able to hear. I glance around in the dark as best as I can. There. I see something I don't know about. Oh, it's Roa. Yeah, okay. Did Ciel use this as bait? Who is that? I've never seen him. But I feel like I've known him from a long, long time ago. What's this? How mean of you, Shiki. You've been looking for me for so long, and when I come out, you don't remember me? With an amused laugh, he stares at me with bloodshot eyes. My mind, the only thing still working, freezes. He didn't say it yet, but I know he's a vampire. That he is the serpent Senpai and Arkwood are looking for. No, that's wrong. Certainly I am the vampire known as the Serpent of Akasha. But to you, I'm not the serpent, but rather Shiki, right? Man, how cold of you. You make me look stupid for thinking about you all these 8 years. Hey, don't you feel the same way, Ciel? Excuse me? He says that while looking at me. Senpai. Is Senpai here? But where? I can't see her, nor do I sense her presence. If she is here, then why isn't she doing anything about him? In front of me. Right now, our enemy is in front of me. You shouldn't ask Ciel something that she can't do that much about. Right now, she isn't in a condition to really show herself in front of others. Well, in the first place, I don't think you can really see anything right now. Another sound. Something. I can hear the sound of something tenaciously, almost madly clawing the tatami mats. Hey, didn't I tell you not to pay attention to that? Look, Shiki, the only thing you should see is me. The only thing you should hear is my voice. The only existence you should acknowledge is mine. The only one that lets you live is me. Finally, at last, I've met you here, so don't think of anything other than me. Okay, you yandere-ass motherfucker. Sharp sound. From the hand of the man before me, this vampire called the Serpent, I hear a sickening sound. And then I hear a faint, pained gasp. I can't quite make it out. Did you really forget, Shiki? Was the old man's hypnosis that good, or did you lose your memory after dying once? Shit, either way, what a waste. Do you understand? These 8 years, I've waited these 8 years. I've waited for this instant so I could steal everything from you, the one who killed me. But what use is it now if you don't remember? What is he saying? I killed him? That's right. If you've forgotten, then remember. The 3 of us were always together, right? In the Tono mansion. Akiha, you and I would play in the garden together. Before I became like this 8 years ago that day. I can't remember. Certainly, it seems like there was another kid with us back then. You can't remember? And we were such good friends, too. He grits his teeth. His whole body quivers with emotion as if he was brimming with fixation. Jeez, was I the only one in pain? That's terrible, Shiki. I was always locked away by my old man, but I could always sense you. Haha, because I was using your life. Even though we're not connected by blood, we're connected by our souls. That's why I wanted you to have a terribly gruesome end. How unfortunate, he says. That sound again. The sound of someone clawing at the tatami mats. What an annoying woman. I stole this life. This was mine 8 years ago. You think I can just give it back to Shiki? In the first place, I would die without it. Ciel, are you telling me to die? How cruel. Just be quiet and stay dead right there. Another piercing sound. The clawing noise stops.
Where were we? Ah, that's right. We were talking about how deep our bonds were. What I want to say is this, Shiki. I'm your brother. But you and Akira seem to have heartlessly forgotten that.
My Tonoshiki's brother?
Well, I'll keep it at that. Shiki, you've heard from Ciel about me, right? A reincarnating soul. A vampire that returns to life after it dies.
His eyes narrow. His mood turns different from before. His soft, almost human personality starts to disappear.
This is my 18th reincarnation. You know about my requirements for the new reincarnating body, right? A family that carries power within its blood and has influence in society. There's no need to say what fits those requirements. During the 17th time, my previous self chose the Tono bloodline. Choosing the Far East was just a whim. Maybe I just wanted to change the scenery from my previous reincarnations. I was killed by the princess, and my 18th self was reborn as Tonoshiki. I had no complaints about his body. His intelligence and development advanced rapidly, and the weather in this country was comfortable. But that was as far as it went. The serpent, well, Roa made a mistake in that the power of the Tono bloodline was too great. Akira and I were only half human after all. The other half is as much a monster as Roa, which those of the Tono line must resist throughout their lives. But some people are weak, which stops them from resisting. It is the duty of the head of the Tono household to kill those who succumb to this inversion and are no longer human, but... To sum it up, I lost. Normally, Roa wouldn't awaken until I become an adult. But since you and I are connected, you can understand, right, Shiki? Two wills cannot exist in one body. It's possible if the other personality stems from a person's will, but a completely different will cannot enter. What happens when it can't? Simple. The vessel, the brain cries out. Headaches occur. Suddenly, without reason, without meaning.
Head aches. Don't tell me.
That's right. Your headaches have flowed from me to you. Didn't I say so earlier? I am using your life. We are two people using the same life. So, if I can move like this, then you end up as immobile as a corpse. What kills a will is another will. My will to live is stronger than yours. Well, but you're still amazing. I'm using your strength trying to kill you, but that's strange. Why are you still alive?
As he tilts his head, he really does look perplexed. I'm the one who wants to tilt my head questioningly. Why is he using my life, and what in the world is he? My mind is brimming with questions.
It seems you still don't understand, Shiki. I told you, the only thing that can kill a will is another will. In other words, killing the will does not kill the body. The Roa inside of me was another will besides my own. 8 years ago, that summer day, Roa killed the will of Tonoshiki.
Like I said, I'm Tonoshiki, right?
Yeah, you are Tonoshiki. A true imposter who became the eldest son of the Tono household in place of me, who succumbed to inversion. Listen up. I even liked you, Shiki. Me and my old man didn't get along either, and you were a good guy. We really were good friends. Of course, I loved Akira too, but I couldn't allow her to grow more attached to you.
Wait, what is he saying?
Yeah, I remember that feeling from that time. Everything turned to crimson and I started to hate everything.
Okay, I don't know why, but his voice literally makes me lightheaded.
The voices of the birds, the leaves on the trees, everything became bothersome to me, and I destroyed whatever I came across. 8 years ago, Shiki, in that courtyard, Roa killed my will. Normally, it would have been all over when Roa awoke, but the Tono family is special. As soon as my reason was lost, my body succumbed to inversion. I guess it's what you call an inversion impulse, but you do what you always thought was taboo. I guess deep in my heart I was jealous of you. In the end, I killed you because you were there. Man, there never was a pleasure greater than that time. Piercing your chest with this hand and feeling your heart as you coughed up blood. I thought I was born again. It felt so wonderful. I stood there, wanting to play with your dying body even longer, but I was pushing my luck. While I was eagerly trying to rip out your heart, someone informed the old man. That bastard. He rushed over and killed me. Me, his real son. Shit. I guess cruel fathers do exist. A father like that can't complain when he's killed by his own son, right, Shiki? Well, in the end, I felt pretty good.
Blood. In that courtyard, the bloody corpse of a child.
Yes, you finally remember, Shiki. That's right. I'm the one who killed you. But you lived through it and took over my place as Tono Shiki. My old man, that bastard, he locked me away like trash in an underground cell after killing me. Because he couldn't have it known that his eldest son was dead, he took you, his adopted son, and replaced me.
I was adopted?
Yeah. The old man used you after your miraculous recovery. Fortunately for him, we were kids. We didn't doubt the fact that we were actual brothers, and you were pretty screwed up from that incident. My old man deceived you and Akihara with a simple lie, and made you forget about me, the true Tono Shiki.
No one was there. After that accident, why was I all alone like that? In other words, that means...
Yes, it's because no one needed you. Well, in order to protect the image of this family, you were treated as Tono Shiki. Yeah, but I did need you. Because thanks to stealing your life, I was able to survive when my old man killed me. For that, and only that, I thank you, Shiki.
I don't understand. So why? Why am I still alive then?
Who knows? I'd like to know that myself, but it really doesn't matter. Because you're going to die here anyway.
Saying that, he, Roa, stands up slowly.
Your painful death was the goal of this body, of Tono Shiki. I've gone along with that this long, but it's time to lower the curtain. Even for me, to have two bodies with one life is not very efficient.
The voice nears. I'll be killed like this. No, I say I'll die, but maybe I'm already dead. My arms and legs can't move. My eyes, my ears, my nose don't work. There's nothing left. I don't want to just accept what he says, but I don't care about anything anymore. My eyes, I can see death because my body is already like a dead body. In the end, I was just an imposter. And on that summer day 8 years ago, I was already dead. Tono-kun! But I can hear a voice. A sobbing voice. An incredibly sad, almost shouting voice. That doesn't look very comfortable. Did my eyes get used to the darkness? Or did my will force my eyes to open? I finally grasped what it was this bastard was sitting on while he gave his long speech. Damn, you regenerated again. Roa's legs stop. He turns around towards Senpai. Didn't I tell you to stay dead? You really are an eyesore. Roa takes one of Senpai's swords and thrusts it into her body. Ag! Her pained voice. Her nails dig into the tatami mat. Clawing and clawing. Her nails are almost peeled off, and her breathing is like a combustion engine. But still. Tono-kun! Clawing and writhing. She frantically continues to call out my name as I lie there collapsed like a cut puppet. Annoying woman! Didn't I tell you no matter how many times you call out his name, Shiki won't hear you? Right now he's just a living corpse. He can only hear my voice. No, not even my voice. He only knows my will because of the connection of life between us. How can you not understand that fact? More piercing sounds. The swords pierce Senpai's body. Her body twitches in response. Even still, Senpai continues to call out my name, as if she was a broken record. Tono-kun. 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 With her pain-filled, sobbing voice. I could hear it. I definitely heard it from before, but I probably didn't listen to half of what she said. Even as she spit out blood. She kept calling out to me who was just lying there like a thrown away broken doll. An immortal body? How foolish. Oh, sorry. An immortal body? How foolish. If you had so much power, you could have defeated me. The sound of stabbing again. But for such a guy, you laid down your swords. I'm disappointed, Alicia. Thinking a piece of trash like you is at— I was fucking right. Thinking a piece of trash like you is actually my daughter makes me sick. I knew it. I knew it. She's totally his and the Bow's whatever the hell that one lady's name was from 100 years ago. It's daughter. Or not 100, 800 years ago. Thrust. 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 As if he's lost his mind. He keeps stabbing Senpai over and over again. Her defenseless back. Her shoulders. Her legs. Her throat. Her bloody arms outstretched towards me. Mercilessly stabbing. Despite this, her lips keep on calling my name. I can't hear it. Can't hear it anymore. It's not that my ears are no longer working, but her throat is already dead. But she still keeps calling out to me, as if she's wishing I'll be able to move if she continues on like that. To be honest, I don't understand why she would go that far. I'm almost going insane. Watching her be stabbed for my sake makes me almost insane. Up! But I don't move. No matter how frustrated I am, I can't move. No matter what I do, this body doesn't move.
Wonderful. A simple hatred that is almost lethal. It was just an instant, but I felt your will directed against me. You may want to kill me, but this isn't something to be mad about.
He pulls out a sword. Senpai's body sinks towards the floor. Before that can happen, he pulls her up by the hair.
Look, boy, let me teach you something. No matter how limitless the regenerative ability of a vampire is, it lasts only when they are alive. Their immortality is only as long as they are alive. Once they die, their powers of recovery cease immediately. Vampires are only difficult to kill, not immortal, but...
Splat. A black sword springs forth from Senpai's chest. Her chest breaks apart. Roa impales her heart from behind. Ta! The throat that died moves. Spewing forth with blood, her body writhes in agony.
But the amazing thing about this woman is, even if she dies completely, it isn't her, but time itself that restores her body. Do you understand? After she dies, without anyone's help, even her own, this world itself returns it back to normal in order to rectify a contradiction. For example, just like this.
Roa's amused voice lifts in delight, and at the same time, with a sickening sound, a black sword springs out from Senpai's forehead. Her head, from behind, with that thin, sharp sword. While she was living, her brain was pierced.
Isn't it natural for a pierced brain to bring death? Look, Shiki. She's flailing about like a fish on a hook.
Full of amusement, Roa loses himself in amusement.
But look! Even though the light in her eyes faded, her heart is starting to beat again. Shit, what a fucked up life. It makes us... the ones living with only one life look foolish.
He swings his arm. As if she really was a piece of trash, Senpai's body slams into the wall. That was it. That's enough. I don't care what happens. I don't care if I go crazy. I don't care if people call me a murderer.
See? I'm cute compared to her. This is a monster that comes back from nothing even if you kill every last bit of her. Every last cell of her. Is killing something that doesn't really die really a sin? Yeah!
But you know, this is our Shiki. A high, ill-sounding laugh. Oh no, that was him. Roa throws the sword in his hand towards Senpai as if he was playing darts. Splud. That's a signal. With that, all rational thought splinters away. I stand up.
Bastard! How can you move?
There's no need to say it. The one with the stronger will uses life, right? Then, up until now, I never thought this strongly about anything before.
This can't be! Am I weaker than you?
Roa, I'm going to kill you. In the darkness, My knife crosses against his claws. His movement is almost blindingly fast, but my body follows him. My arms move as if they belonged to someone else. My eyes persistently, accurately look at just his lines. My entire body burns. My brain feels like it's on fire. Just like when I first saw that golden-haired princess of the vampires, my body is like something else. Roa springs away. One of his legs, his upper right arm, his left collarbone area. I've already cut through the lines there. Price is my right arm. Roa first took my arm holding the knife. So, if he destroys my remaining left arm, it would mean my loss. In this situation, losing means certain death.
I don't believe it. A match for me, a vampire. Your eyes, they're perhaps more appropriate for me than this body. If you don't realize it, then that's fine. This story is a boring one, not even worth talking about.
With a shuffle, Roa increases the distance between us.
It's a very old story. The last of a fool who obsessed over living forever. Just wondering who it was that actually won that. To live forever. That was the miracle that Roa dreamed about. I decided that an everlasting cycle of rebirth is eternity. But that is no different than the continuation of a single bloodline. If there is such a thing as a power that Roa, who accepted death, can earn at the end of his reincarnation, instead of the power that steals the lives of others like vampires, I just thought the power you have, the power to see death, was an appropriate end for me.
His body lowers a bit.
I just had that ridiculous idea.
His arm reaches out. I slice through it instantaneously.
Gah!
Roa runs away. I follow after him. His movements are many times faster than mine. But that doesn't matter. Just killing. I don't care about anything else. In reality, I've already killed one of his legs, and his speed is reduced. As he runs away, he braces his hand against the wall and glares at me.
Shit! Do you intend to fight yourself, Shiki? Don't be silent. You're me. I am Shiki and you are Shiki. We are the same type of being. It doesn't matter if that bastard Roa existed or not. I was originally a creature eating human flesh. As a child, I had this urge to eat human flesh. Even though that has changed to drinking blood, if Roa hadn't entered my body, I would have certainly become a human-eating monster. But that's the same for you. Like I enjoy eating human flesh, you enjoy killing others. Remember the urge you had when you first saw that woman? The ecstasy of killing with that knife.
The urge I had when I first saw her. That was when I killed Arkwid.
Yeah, that's right. No matter how much you pretend to be a good person, that's something you can't excuse. You wanted that woman and did the thing that got you the most what can you call that other than being a killer? You and I are the same. We are both abnormal people living in the same place.
Shut up. If I hear his voice any longer, I'll go crazy.
Yes, the same. So why are you trying to kill me? It's just that Roa entered me. If Roa entered you instead, our positions would have been reversed. But you're going to kill me? You're just hurting yourself.
Roa screams. These past 8 years, The monster who made his lair in the city, feeding off the blood of countless people's screams.
I'm not you. You're just a killer.
Or no. Not you. Just a killer.
Idiot. You don't understand, do you? I thought so too at first. That I'm sane. That even if Roa's will is here, I thought it would be fine. But it wasn't. You're the same. You, like me, will end up as a killer, Tonoshiki.
He laughs.
Isn't that right? I know this inside you too. You know that impulse is not something that flows from me to you. Just admit it, killer. Your inversion impulse is nothing more than what you wish for.
I ready my knife. I don't want to hear his voice any longer. I focus my gaze on him. All that's left is to slice them.
I see. You're trying to kill me, Shiki.
He pulls back. That's his final move.
But don't you ever wonder which one of us was really killed?
Suddenly, I halt my attack.
Yes, in the end, both of us died in that place. So, I might be the one killed by Rella, and you might be the Tonoshiki taken over by the serpent, right?
I don't think so.
Hey, Shiki. Didn't you ever think about it this way? That you just have not realized it, but you were already insane a long, long time ago.
That can't be true, can it?
Ha!
I get kicked into the wall from behind.
Gah!
What is this? Being distracted by such stupid words. My remaining left arm becomes shredded and painted in blood. I can't move it one bit, and my knife clatters to the floor. And, in front of me, Roa stands with his furious, bloodshot eyes.
Idiot! That's not it at all. I'm Roa. You had that inverse impulse because you were connected to me subconsciously.
He grins. Roa takes a step forward.
Bye, Shiki. It's been fun.
With that, he swings his knife-like claws downward. There's no pain, just the sound of splashing blood.
You bitch!
Roa's voice rings out. In front of me, Senpai's body takes the full force of Roa's claws. I can't think of anything. No, there's no need to think. I scoop up my folded knife with my mouth. Hang on. Hang on. Of course, when I look it up, all of them are Zoro. Which, it works, but he's not the person I was thinking of when I first thought of that. Hang on. Or maybe it wasn't an anime that I'm thinking of. What? There's a character I'm thinking of that used a man, not Zoro from One Piece. Who was it? I don't know. My teeth tighten around the hilt. I dash into Roa, almost like I was collapsing into him. I slice the line running diagonal from his shoulder. He screeches like some demonic bird. Running away from Senpai and me, he jumps directly into the window and falls out. The glass shatters and he falls outside. I won't let you get away. I run to the window. Damn. But of course, I can't jump from the third floor. Under the moonlit night, as if he didn't receive a fatal wound by just having his lines of death cut, Roa runs away like a beast. I can't chase him. From here, I can't chase him. But it seems like there's no need for that. Under the moonlight, Roa's running figure stops. There isn't one person outside, but two. One, the beast-like figure of Roa. One, the sublime white figure of the vampire princess. The fight lasted only an instant. Roa screams as he dies and fades to ash. But like this... Arquid? She stands there composed and looks up at me, then disappears before my eyes. I'm exhausted. My body collapses on the floor. Leaning against the wall, I sit down. The knife falls from my mouth. From my elbow down, my right arm is shattered, twisted and split. Roa's claw marks remain gouged into my left shoulder, and my left arm hangs unmoving. I feel like a squid or an octopus with both my arms just hanging there. Senpai. I look down the hallway. I look down to where Senpai had collapsed when she protected me earlier. And there... Senpai... Your wounds are okay? Yes. A wound like this will heal quickly. I cannot make out her face since it's dark. But I thought it looked paler than usual. Thump. Headache. Thump. This headache. Thump. Because I still see these lines. Thump. I have this headache. Tono-kun. What's wrong? Nothing, it's just... my head hurts. I managed to reply. I think more than your head should be hurting right about now, but, you know. I managed to reply as I bear the pain. My hands. If I could move them, I could hold my head and maybe calm down. But they don't move an inch. Probably because you saw too much death. Tono-kun, you're pushing yourself too much. Trying to defeat Roa by yourself was being reckless. It's not reckless. You were the one being reckless. Why did you let him do that to you? He just caught me off guard. Idiot. I heard all of it. I heard how Senpai threw away her swords to protect me. Going through that just to protect me was stupid. Going through that and just calling out my name. There's something wrong. I suppose. No matter what I did, you revived by yourself. I guess I was just doing useless things. Can you just admit you like him? Come on. Oh, bro, my throat is dying. That's not it at all. But I heard you. Tono-kun? Your voice. I know I heard it. You kept calling my name. So it made me realize that I was still alive. So, what saved me wasn't my desire to kill Roa, but it was just Senpai's voice. Gah! Tono-kun? Your wounds, do they hurt? Well, seeing as how both of his arms are, like, eviscerated, yeah. Please wait, I'll heal them. No, it's not really my arms. This headache is terrible. The pain isn't coming from outside, but it feels like it's shooting out from inside me. It's a reaction from seeing too much death. Suddenly overworking your brain like that probably causes too much blood flow.
I know that, but...
Look, your power is very dangerous to you, Tono-kun.
Yeah, so get his glasses or something.
Seeing that...
You're just gonna stand there while he's still seeing the lines. And not...
Seeing that which should not be possible to see puts a huge strain on your body. Your blood vessels will not be able to handle the flow of your blood. Seeing the death of something close to you, like humans, shouldn't be a problem. Seeing the death of things that don't naturally have a death is extremely dangerous.
Yeah, that's okay though, Senpai. Roa's now dead. I don't have to see any more death. So I don't have to see them. Senpai, do you know where my glasses are?
Huh?
My glasses. Without them, I see these lines all the time. If I don't have them, I'll go crazy. They're probably in the tea ceremony room, so could you please get them for me?
Tono-kun, what are you saying? Your glasses are definitely... I understand. I'll go get it right away.
He has his glasses on. That's not good. That's really not good.
I'll go get it right away. So please close your eyes. If you use them much longer, it'll be really bad for you.
Yeah, I'll do that. Thanks. I close my eyelids. After only a few moments, I can feel Senpai's fingers on my face.
Here you go. It's all okay now. Please open your eyes, Tono-kun.
Did she use that healing power she has to repair, like, our blood vessels and, like, blood-brain barrier? Something? Ah. The lines of death are now gone. My headache disappeared as I closed my eyes. I can now see Senpai's face clearly. Thanks, Senpai. Now it's back to normal.
What are you saying? There's still some work before you return to normal, so please keep still.
She says that and sits down beside me.
These wounds really aren't all that bad. I'll be able to heal them right away, so please hold on just a little longer.
Senpai carefully reaches out and holds my twisted arm. I think an arm that's twisted and split, like... I think I would classify that as bad. But yeah, I mean, she clearly had worse, so... There's an almost tickling, warm sensation. My cold arm begins to warm up again, and the numbed pain returns after that. Ow!
If there's pain, it lets you know you're alive. Now, let's take care of your left arm.
With a light step, she moves over to my left side and puts her hand on my shoulder. Amazing, my left arm's already healed.
It isn't amazing. This is my normal profession, so it's only natural I can do that.
Her normal profession? Is she a nurse or something? Well, I don't think a nurse could heal a shattered arm like that in a matter of minutes, so... Probably not. Hey, Senpai.
Yes?
Senpai, just what kind of person are you? Come to think of it, I don't really know anything about you, Ciel, Senpai. The fingers over my wounds suddenly stop. But it was only a momentary reaction.
I'm the same as you, Tono-kun. I also have not had this body from birth. I also was close to death. No, I am someone who died and came back to life. And it just became a habit for me to come back to life.
I don't think that's something you can just make a habit. I don't... Is she joking? She gives a pained smile.
do you mean? If you die, you normally can't come back, right? What I'm saying is that I was not normal. Not normal, like Arkwid? She doesn't respond. Is she done? Senpai stands up. Tono-kun. There, all finished. How is it? Can you move? I lift my hands and move them around. My fingers can move at will, and there's only a little pain. Yeah, no problems. Thanks, Senpai. I'm just always helped by you. Senpai doesn't answer. She just smiles. Then let's go back. There's no need to be here any longer. Yeah, we should get home. Senpai starts to walk away. Picking up my fallen knife, I follow her out of the school. Is Arkwid gonna confront us? The two of us walk to the gate under the moonlight. Senpai doesn't say anything. Looking at her back, I think reluctantly about things I don't want to consider. Roa is gone. Arkwid is also gone. Their purpose was to eliminate Roa, so Senpai has no reason to stay here any longer. This is serious. I knew it all along, but I never thought this would come so quickly. I want Senpai to stay here. I want her to stay. But it isn't just my problem. I steal a glance at Senpai's face. What does Senpai plan on doing? And then, Senpai suddenly stops walking. Tono-kun. She looks directly at me with eyes devoid of any emotion. What is it, Senpai? About what we were talking about before. About how you like Arkwid? She nods. Still staring me in the eye, she starts to speak. Tono-kun, if I was a vampire, what would you do? What? My mind goes blank. I don't know what she wants to hear. Still, Senpai is Senpai. Even if you're a vampire, that wouldn't change. Her expression remains the same. Just for an instant, I think she smiled sadly. I'm the same as her. Just like she's a vampire who had no experience. I just might be a vampire who has no sense of self. She speaks as if it was a monologue. I'm at a loss for words. I don't know what to say to that. So, just like before, I can only say what I really feel. That's fine. Eh? I said that's fine. Even if you're a vampire, I still like you, Senpai. What? Senpai stands there in complete amazement. Realizing what I just said, I blush furiously and look away. This man is the epitome of smooth. Anyway, that's all I want to say. Come on, let's go back, Senpai. I'm trying to hide my embarrassment. I pull myself to reality. Go back. Where is Senpai going to return to? I suddenly feel terrible. I'm afraid to look at her face and can't turn around. Tono-kun. From behind me, Senpai's voice calls out. Her quiet, emotionless voice. What is it? I answer without turning. You know why I came to the city, right? Yeah. Unfortunately, I know. You came to kill Roa. Yes, but I haven't told you why yet. I really meant to tell you in the assembly room, but things ended quickly. That's true. It was kind of disappointing. But wasn't you chasing Roa part of your duty in the church? No. The place I'm in doesn't really have much work. Even when there is, it's only a few times a year I get called there. So this time is my own judgment. Not because of the orders of the church, but I came here through my own will. Your will? Yes. I came here only because of my own circumstances. I want to die as a human, so I've been chasing Roa. He is the reason my body's become like this. Wants to die. Wants to die? For that sole reason, I have kept on living like this. That's all over now. These past 5 years. Was it a long time? Was it a short time? I don't know. Her emotionless voice stops. She jumps directly in front of me. She's not gonna ask him to kill her, is she? So I have to thank you, Tono-kun. My work here is done now. All that's left is for me to take responsibility for all my actions. Senpai, you mean... she's going to leave? Thank you so much for everything until now. It's been a long time since I've been this happy. So let's finish with a handshake. Senpai puts out her hand. I wordlessly accept it. A handshake where we only grip our hands tightly. Then, this is where we part. Even though I'm not going to be here, please stay friends with Inui-kun. I wanted to be a student like you and Inui-kun. And please don't take off your glasses too much. Strange power has a tendency to attract strange things. You're fine this time, but I do not know what will happen the next time. Yeah. I know. Someone taught me that a long time ago. In the first place, I've only recently been able to take them off with everything that's been happening. I see. That's a relief. Her fingers pull back. With the handshake over, she pulls back slightly. Then this is farewell. It'd be nice to meet again someday. I can't reply. I couldn't even stop her. That's not the ending, right? There's no way. I return to the mansion. It's past 9 at night. An hour past curfew. Ah, Shiki-san! You've come back late today? She might have been in the sitting room until now, as Kohaku-san comes out to greet me. I'm back. Sorry about that. No, as long as you're back safely, it's okay. I'll go make dinner, so please wait in the sitting room. Ah, is Akiha there? Not because I broke curfew, but after hearing what Roa said, I don't think I can talk to her now. No, she's now in her room, so you can be rest assured. No, that's not it, but... Hey, Kohaku-san. In this house, did you ever hear of me and Akiha having another brother? I don't think so. Why do you ask, Shiki-san? Did something happen? No. I just heard something about me maybe having a brother, and I wasn't really sure. I feel like Kohaku's lying. Like, I could be wrong, and maybe she would have no idea, but I feel like... especially with Hisui sneaking off to the woods near the clearing, I feel like she's lying. You and Akiha-san are the only 2 siblings. I've worked this mansion since I was a child, so it can't be a mistake. Unless she was... hypnotized by the father as well, I guess. She smiles happily. Eh? Kohaku-san, you've been working here since back then? Yes. We were just apprentices, but Hisui-chan and I would help around the mansion. It did happen a long time ago, so it's natural that you don't remember. I feel like she's lying. Maybe just me, but she seems very suspicious. Is she being nostalgic? She continues to smile as she heads back to the sitting room. Just what was he saying? I guess it doesn't matter anymore. Muttering to myself, I walk towards the sitting room. I lie down in bed. Pulling the sheets over me, I stare blankly at the ceiling. It's over. I still have my wounds and my memories, but it's all over. Now I can return to my peaceful life as a high school student. No need to think about killing or being killed anymore. Just forget. Forget about everything. And from tomorrow. You can't do that though, can you? I can't. There's no way I can forget. Damn it. But I can't do anything about it. From the beginning, Senpai and I have always lived in different worlds. Just go to sleep. I'll be able to take it tomorrow. I'll sleep now so I can calm down. I don't think it's that easy. I can't sleep. My chest is still bothering me. Oh well. I choose a book of English sentences to read so I can drift off to sleep. Okay. 1976. I was... What? I was... born as a child... What? I was born as a childhood shopkeeper from a remote countryside village in France. I look like my mother, who is Oriental, so I grew up feeling a little out of place wherever I went. But all the townspeople were great people and would greet me with bright smiles. I'd be able to face those smiles, live my days honestly and positively. Helping my dad, going to school, falling in love like normal. That was my life, and I never doubted my happiness. It was truly a very short time until my 16th birthday. That came suddenly to my body. Such as when I would be playing with children. For no reason, I wanted to okay. So I just want to see a poor bit, There was no reason for those feelings. I couldn't talk to anyone about it. I started to lock myself away in my room. My dark passions came forth from within me. It's not like I had two personalities, or someone came and told me, yeah? First of all, I don't believe in such unscientific things. My feelings are the small, destructive passions everyone has. Like yelling at your dad after coming to wake you up after you stayed up all night. Like feeling angry when you walk along a rainy street and a car passing by splashes you with water. Such small feelings I feel for an instant solidify inside of my mind and take over. That's why I knew I would do something terrible if I stayed like this. I could only lock myself away in my room. I could only not see anyone and do nothing. That way, I wouldn't hate anyone and I wouldn't have those feelings. But that was a mistake. Imprisoned in my room. My mind was grinded away and I eventually passed my limit. That day, after I was completely replaced, what I thought about was how thirsty I was. I took my weakened body out of my room. My parents ran to me as I came out of the room for the first time in a few months. Greeting my worried parents with a smile, I killed them. Oh, okay. It really was quick. With my weakened body, I bit into their necks and sucked their blood. After sucking out their blood and life, I stood back up. Okay, so this is Roa's previous body then. Has it been 100 years? This body is very fascinating. That was my voice that I had never heard before. My lips shaping a smile. What used to be me hugged itself. What kind of coincidence was it? Originally, the family I was born into was one that I'd choose beforehand. But my previous self was destroyed by the princess before I could decide that. I could only feel the conditions that the one I'm reincarnated into is a physical potential, resulting in an imperfect reincarnation. As a result, I was born into a body with a high potential, but into a normal family without any high social standing. It will be difficult to take over this town without having people notice. But I was not disappointed. In fact, I was filled with happiness. Certainly, it would take a long time for a normal family to gain power. Seizing power socially would be difficult with the self. But in exchange for that inconvenience, I found a truly excellent body. Until now, I had always tried to balance the body and the family standing. Consequently, I was never able to find a truly excellent body. However, the body this time carries many more magic circuits than any of the bodies before, and this body has the same potential as my original. I cursed my calculating self until now. Things like social standing, they could always be set up later. But the quality of the body is something natural that cannot be added later. After my 17th reincarnation, I finally realized that truth. Myself that finally awoke naturally decided to control the people around me like water soaking into the ground. Not in the wild manner I had done so previously, but rather in a way that didn't spill as much blood. The reason is horribly cruel. The reincarnated will called myself cannot exist by itself. All I can do is tell the will I want to do that. I am the one moving this body, but the method, the process was determined by my mind, which has grown along with this body. In other words, my will is from the body I'm reincarnated into, but my consciousness still remains from my original self. I have my consciousness and I have my past memories. As I sleep, I can only dream of nightmares which I would do myself. Oh, wait. I still remember the sensation of biting into my parents' throats. I took the townspeople who always greeted me one by one. As if melting them slowly from their feet, I continued to humiliate and mutilate their souls. Within just a month, I held their lives in my fists and played with them however I wanted to. I wanted to go crazy. I wanted to entrust myself completely to insanity. But if I did that, I would commit even more sins than before. That's why I kept on. Trying to preserve my sanity, I tried to minimize the damage I did. If there was such a thing as a relief, it was at the end this nightmare arrived quickly. That white woman came on a night with a crimson moon. I didn't know, but I knew who she was. After our fight, the white vampire princess killed me. Since I had already prepared myself for the next reincarnation, I once again reincarnated, leaving my corpse behind. The white princess left and my body was taken to the Vatican. Huh. I don't know. The 10th day, red residue 2. I want to stop there, but this also carries on from... Oh, yeah. I wake up with a start and kick off my sheets, sitting up in bed. What? I wipe the sweat rolling down my face. Maybe I saw a bad dream. I'm drenched in sweat. I don't remember seeing a nightmare. Was it because of that book I read? I think I saw something a little bad, but I don't remember what it was. Well, a famous doctor did say it's the nature of dreams to fade away, so I shouldn't try so hard to try to remember it. Yeah, sure. Alright. Since that's all there was to that, I'm gonna stop there. My voice... doing the Roa Shiki voice killed my throat, and I am, like, dying. So I'm gonna stop there. And... next time, I guess we'll be finishing Ciel's route? I guess? I almost thought we would do it this time, but... because we killed Roa, and I was like, oh, well, okay, I guess we're to the end, but... I guess there's more going on with Ciel we gotta do, so... yeah. We will finish hers next time, and then we'll be able to move on to Akia's route. The next day, which will be... interesting. I was told that there isn't as much overlap with, the other three as there is with Arcwood and Ciel. So I'm interested to see if we even meet Arcwood. Like, I would be surprised, I wouldn't be surprised if we don't. But, you know, we'll see. But yeah, anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Later.